Hello everyone, hoping that you are doing good. In this video, we are going to discuss some more important problems and solutions of aptitude. Now we will discuss how to solve them easily. So let's get started without making any delay. The first problem is Seenu is younger than Kiran by 15 years. 5 years hence, Kiran's age will be twice of Seenu's age. If Anita is 10 years older to Seenu, what is the respective ratio between the present ages of Anita and Kiran? It is clearly given that Kiran is twice that of Seenu. So that's why we have taken the ratio as 2:1. 2 minus 1, 1 part. Their difference is 15 years. So 1 part value is 15 years. Therefore, Seenu's age is 15 years and Kiran's age is 30 years. This is after 5 years. 5 years hence. That's why 5 years hence means after 5 years. So the present ages will be 30 minus 5 and 15 minus 5. 25 and 10 years. Their present ages are 25 and 10. Anita is 10 years older to Seenu. So 10 plus 10 equal to Anita's age, 20 years. And they asked the ratio between Anita and Kiran. So 20:25 equal to 4:5. Option A is the right answer. Moving to the second question. Sukanya invested a sum in scheme A for simple interest at 9% per annum for 2 years. And she also invested 3,600 in scheme B offering compound interest at 10% per annum for 2 years. She received same interest in both the cases. What is the principal of scheme A? It is clearly given the 100% value. The 100% value is 3,600 rupees. This is the principal in compound interest. So the interest in compound interest will be 21% because 10% per annum for 2 years is 21%. X plus x plus x square by 100. So 21 by 100 into 3,600. This is the compound interest, 756 rupees. They have stated that in both the cases the interest is same. So that's why principal into time into rate, PTR by 100 equal to 756. Principal is X, we don't know. Time is 2 years, 9% is rate of interest. After the calculation we get X equal to 4,200. This is the principal of simple interest. Option D is the right answer. There is another method to solve this problem, that is we have to take the simple interests, the ratio between the interests. Here in scheme A the interest is 9 into 2, 18%. Next in compound interest the interest will be 10% per annum for 2 years means 21 percentage. So 18:21. We get 3 6 3 7. This is the ratio between the interests. If we reverse this ratio, we get the ratio between principals. So that is 7:6. And 6 parts value is 3,600. What is the value of 7 parts? So 7 by 6 into 3,600, we get 4,200. I hope you understood the concept. Moving to the third one. Respective ratio between the amount of money with amount of money with Ram and Sham was 3:4. Sham gave 35% as tuition fees and 20% as hostel fees and 15% he kept aside for bus expenses. If remaining is 3,600, how much money did Ram have? In this question they have given the data of Sham and they are asking the question of Ram. All the data is about Sham and they are asking the question about Ram. So let us consider the money that Sham has is X rupees, and 35% plus 20% plus 15% is 70%. Remaining is 30%. So X into 30 by 100. This X into 30 by 100 is equal to 3,600 remaining amount. Next, X value is 12,000 rupees. This X value is the value of 4 parts. Now we have to find out the value of 3 parts. 4 parts value is 12,000, 3 parts value is 3 by 4 into 12,000, that is 9,000 rupees. Option B is the right answer. This is the amount that Ram have. Moving to the fourth question. A, B, C started a business together by investing in the ratio of 3:5:6 respectively. B invested for a period which was 1.5 times the period of which A invested. 1.5 times means 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. C invested for a period of 5/6 of the period of B. If the total share of A and B together in the annual profit was 1,680, what was the total annual profit? This is the question. Let's see the solution. A is to B is to C 3, 5, 6, and the time period, I have taken the time period as a x. We can take 12 also, but I have taken x. 3 into x, 5 into 3x by 2, and 6 into 5x by 4. Why 3x by 2? This is 3 by 2 of A's time period, and 5x by 4 means 5 by 6 of 3x by 2. That's how we get. In all the terms, x gets cancelled. So 3 is to 15 by 2 is to 15 by 2. Now I have cancelled 3 in all the terms. Therefore 1 is to 5 by 2 is to 5 by 2. Again I have multiplied all the terms with 2, so that I will get rid of this denominator 2, and therefore it became 2 is to 5 is to 5. They have given the value of 2 and these two parts, 2 plus 5, as 1680. 1680 is equal to 7 parts. They asked us to identify that value of 12 parts. So 12 by 7 into 1680. 7 ones, 7 twos, 7 fours are 0. Don't multiply completely. See here, 12 zeros are 0, 12 fours are 48. That means in the units and 10 place we got 80. So the option, the right option is the answer which is ending with 80. Among all the options, only one option is ending with 80. Option D is the right answer, 2880. Instead of doing the entire multiplication, we can do only for two places or one place, and we can get the answer. Fifth question. The area of the largest circle drawn in a rectangle is 52 by 7 square centimeters. This is the mixed fraction, 52 by 7. So 50 into 7 is 350, 352 by 7 square meters. Find the perimeter of rectangle if the length of the rectangle is 4 centimeters more than the breadth of the rectangle. It is a well-known fact that the biggest triangle drawn in a rectangle, the biggest circle drawn in a rectangle is drawn between the two lengths of the rectangle, like this as shown in the figure. The largest circle in a rectangle is always drawn between the two lengths. Okay, now they have given the pi r square value. Area of circle is pi r square, that is 352 by 7 square centimeters. In both the sides 7 gets cancelled. Pi means 22 by 7, and with 11 table we can cancel, and therefore we got r equal to 4 centimeters. Radius is 4 centimeters and diameter is 8 centimeters. 4 plus 4. If diameter is 8 centimeters means the breadth of the triangle is 8 centimeters. And they have given that length of the rectangle is 4 centimeter more than the breadth. That means 8 plus 4, 12 centimeters. So length is 12 and breadth is 8. They have asked the perimeter value 2 into L plus B. Substitute these values in the formula, we get 40 centimeters as the perimeter of the rectangle. 40 centimeters, option B is the right answer. Moving to the sixth question. Square root of 89 plus 480 divided by square root of 2.25 into 2 equal to 3 to the power of 16 minus question mark. We have to identify this question mark. If we observe here, square root of 2.25 is there. Square root of 225 means 115, and 2.25 square root is 1.5. 1.5 can also be written as 15 by 10. Okay, to remove this division symbol, we can to replace this division symbol with multiplication, we have to invert the denominator and numerator. Therefore we get 480 into 10 by 15 into 2. With 5 table and 3 table it gets cancelled, and therefore we get 640. 640 plus 89 is 729. Square root of 729 is 27. 27 means 3 cube. So 3 cube equal to 3 to the power of 16 minus x, and therefore x equal to 13. Second option is the right answer. Moving to the seventh one. Question mark minus 14 into 3 divided by 4 equal to 0.6 equal to 20. Here 1 decimal 1 0 gets cancelled. 6 to the 12. Therefore right hand side we got 12. Okay. Next, when we replace the division symbol with multiplication, we have to invert the numerator and denominator. Therefore we get 3 into 1 by 4 as 3 by 4. After that, x equal to 12 plus 21 by 2, and x equal to 22.5 value. 22.5, option 1 is the right answer. Moving to the 8th one, the last one. If the cost of 3 chairs and 1 table is 900 rupees, and that of 5 chairs and 3 tables is 2100, then the cost of 4 chairs and 1 table is. Consider the chair as Consider the chair as x and table as y. So therefore we get two equations: 3x plus y equal to 900, 5x plus 3y equal to 2100. Two equations, two variables, so it's easy to solve. Multiply the equation 1 with 3, we get 3 3s are 9x, 3y equal to 3 into 9, 2700. And subtract the equation 2, minus 5x minus 3y minus 2100. We get 4x equal to 600 and the value of one chair x equal to 150. Substitute this 150 in equation 1, we get one table value. One table value y equal to 450 rupees. They asked to identify the value of 4 chairs and 1 table. So 4 into x plus y. X value is 150, y value is 450. So we get 1050. Option B is the right answer. In this way we can do all the problems. Thank you for watching. Keep learning and be happy.